104.1 KRBE.
Let's go.
Good morning. The Rula Show with Eric.
About to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Rula
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
with Eric.
You're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas.
We're back.
It's Tuesday. It's February 24th. My voice is still scratchy, sorry. And it's 2026. It's 6:01 a.m. with the gang, Rula and Eric and Special K and Sam.
I finally liked it. Look at we got 3 men against 2.
That's right. And my special guest, our special guest is Cousin George from Melbourne, Australia. Hi, George.
He's back. What's up, buddy?
Good morning.
Good morning.
George, you didn't get beat Kevin, Special K, until today because
That's right.
he was enjoying his beautiful 3-day weekend.
Yesterday was a crap show, Kev. And we had to call in. Like, I was supposed to be out because I had strep. And it just was not working from home.
I woke up to 33 text messages. I was like, uh-oh, something happened.
That's why I started laughing. I'm like, oh, poor Kev's on this thing. I'm like, oh.
I didn't realize you
No,
were off.
it didn't wake me up.
Okay.
I just woke up and saw them because it was on vibrate. So that
Okay, cool.
that one didn't get me.
So
So if there was an
we-
emergency,
Hope it
sorry.
wasn't hanging by you.
Yeah.
Vibrating you. Oh, my chest.
Sam slept in one day, the day I'm
Yeah.
off. Woo!
So,
Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't in Mexico. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm
Yes.
fine. Also, appreciate the sentiments. Yes, I know there's some things going down. We will actually have someone who was there in person, hopefully later on this
On the
morning.
phone.
Part of our KRB family forever.
Yeah, forever. So it was kind of a crap show yesterday, and I was going to try and broadcast from the house. It didn't work. And we decided, come on, let's go. I'm going to go. And originally the plan was Kev had everything been normal and healthy for me yesterday. George would have come to yesterday's show because he's leaving for Australia today. It's a long trip.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, let's just get to the station. I had to just haul tail over here. And then I texted my husband. I said, any chance you can ring George? Because it was pretty bad yesterday. And I thought maybe George can come in and have a chat with us
Yep.
so we could.
I want to ask him a question about that, but I know the Harry Styles thing first.
Yeah, let's do your little Harry Styles password for a second.
104.1 KRBE.
KRBE HD1 Houston.
Cumulus Media Station.
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
Harry Styles, the album release concert. Destination.
Manchester, England.
Do you have a passport is the first question. Do you have a passport? Because March the 6th is
coming.
when this is happening. It is the album release party for Harry Styles' album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. We've got the flights to the hotel and the 2 tickets to the show.
Just need you.
And your passport. So, how are you going to win this? Well, text the national keyword falling, FALLING, to 95819. 95819. That is the text number. And that enters you for a chance to win this trip March 6th. Harry Styles. So, George quickly gets dressed because my husband, we say, can you wake him up and bring him here? So, George got like half the show yesterday, or 6 and 7 o'clock.
He's running around.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the music in the
Yeah,
background.
that's it. He's running around.
So, we thought it'd be fun for the 6 and 7 o'clockers to get that little perspective from George.
So you're flying back today.
Correct.
So what time does the plane leave?
6:30.
6:30. So what's your plan today? Do you like
Eric would have so
eating,
much
drinking,
anxiety right now.
Like yesterday,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I'm just having fish. I'm eating light. I'm trying to figure out sleep schedule because the longest I've ever been is to 8 hours, I think, to France or whatever,
And
or
how
Amsterdam.
anxious were you for that one?
Yeah, that
He's
was-
an anxious flyer, George.
Yeah, I'm not nervous. I'll just bathroom insecurities, I guess. But do you sleep? Can you even sleep on a plane, or do you stay up? Because how long is that flight? 17 hours, 20 hours?
All up 26.
Oh,
Whoa.
26.
Yeah. Yeah.
are you in first class or something? Or
No,
Regular.
coach.
just
Yeah,
coach.
regular.
Yeah, I was
It's,
trying to pick
it's
a seat
faster to
last
go to
night.
the moon, really.
That's a Moon. You were there in
gosh.
a day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you do to entertain yourself?
Well, there's in-flight movies, which is fantastic. But I'm with you. It is a bit of a mental game when you're preparing for that flight. So food, sleep. I'm unable to sleep on a plane. Go figure.
Oh my gosh, you don't drink coffee and you can't sleep on
No.
a plane. What's
Yeah.
wrong with
And
you?
I hope that
I'll be
waking you
taking
up so
Xanax.
early for our show would force you asleep for a little
Wow.
bit because George woke up pretty early to come here
Right.
on a
Maybe.
travel day. So hopefully that'll tire you out, maybe.
I hope so.
I
But
hope so.
I just get overtired. And then I start crying on the plane like a little baby. And then, then they got to soothe me. And
What's the
it
mood
gets
with,
really-
with people flying? Are they all like 15 hours in, everyone's just done with it? When you look around, you walk around the cabin,
Can you tell there's
No,
fatigue?
people
of
just
being
like,
there?
oh God, this is awful.
No, it gets annoying because I'm the only one awake. I'm looking around and everyone's sort of sleeping in all
Yeah.
positions.
Mouths
and
open.
they're looking,
Story, and you're like, this
Yeah.
is gross.
feet are hanging out the edge of the chair. But yeah, I just sort of
Because you have
white
to get up
knuckle
and,
it.
and circle the plane because, for blood flow in your legs, you can't just be sitting there the whole time.
Yeah.
You like make route like people. You see people making routes around the plane.
Yeah, there are. I do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you got to
got to
get
move up and move. Yeah.
Man, what's the food like? How many?
Yeah,
There are
do you
like
get real-
17 meals on that flight.
Yeah, you're not just getting a
Food service 8 times.
a stroopwafel.
That is crazy. I did not realize it was that long.
Yeah, with the connecting flight, because it's Melbourne, LAX, Melbourne. I've got a 4-hour layover in LA. So
Okay,
it all
so
adds
that kind
up.
of
The
yeah,
straight
that's
stretch
a
is like
little-
almost 17.
yeah.
The straight
yeah,
stretch,
Just knowing
okay.
you-
all over ocean.
You're going all the way to LA knowing, oh man, I just flew 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever.
To sit for 4
Sit
hours.
for 4 hours and to
Yeah.
get on a plane for 17 hours.
17 hours.
Oh.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
cannot get
Good luck.
over this.
I
I've
know.
never. I think my longest was 8, and I was like dying because I just felt like I was getting
Yeah,
like.
think
I was
about
like,
that,
oh my God,
8,
this
and
is
then you got to
over.
go another
Yeah,
8,
that's-
and then a couple more.
Wow.
You know how you can really torture yourself on a flight like that? With in-flight where it's got the map of the world and then the airplane's
don't
like
do it.
a quarter of the size of, and you see it slowly move. People have been known to white knuckle it and sort of just look at that plane, just go slow.
That's insane.
Slowly
Yeah,
over
that's
15,
nuts.
Oh my
18, 20
How many
Yeah.
times have you done
hours.
this?
Many times.
Wow.
To Europe.
Yeah, to
to
Europe.
Europe.
Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
this is his first
And
time in the U.S.
What's that one? What's that trip like? I mean, how many hours is that?
Roughly the same
Same,
because there's a
You go the other
layover
way?
either in
Gotcha.
Singapore, in the Middle East,
Okay.
Dubai, or
Oh, yeah, you go that
my
way. Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
because for
God.
them to meet us, for the 6 o'clockers that missed this yesterday, George's dad and my mom are brother and sister. She's the youngest of the 6 kids. George's dad is the 4th of the 6 kids. He went to Australia when he left Greece. My mom probably would have shortly followed him if my dad had not scooped her up and brought her to Houston. And that's why we ended up growing up in Houston, and George ended up growing up in Melbourne.
What's
But
the
we
pr-
both speak Greek. We were both raised the same way by immigrant parents.
What's the
just different
price?
accents.
What's it cost for a round trip to Houston to Melbourne? Is
Well, his was through Orlando, so do we really know that right now? Because you
About 15.
routed
1,500?
Yeah, about 1,500.
Round trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, round trip.
for coach.
Yeah.
And what's first class? $25,000 or
Yeah.
something crazy?
Yeah,
Like 30?
it's a lot.
Maybe
Wow.
more.
I think it was
What?
because
Yeah.
in 2006 I went to Australia, and over in 2006 the first class ticket was $17,000.
Yeah, it's
In 2006, I looked it up. I was like, wow, holy crap! Like that's a lot of business travelers in the first class then, because
Yeah.
who's paying? I mean, unless you're just wealthy,
Right.
17,000
Oh, 17 grand.
for first
Oh
class.
my God.
That's different than like
And if you sleep half of it,
upgraded
you just-
economy.
And then you
or-
miss everything. Yeah.
My wife and sister went to Australia in the 90s, and they got first class. They got a great deal, and they were so excited. My wife stayed up, but my sister-in-law fell asleep. She missed the whole thing. She took some Xanax or something. So she was asleep for 17 hours. She missed the whole first class.
yeah.
She might as well just been in the
Experience.
back.
Yeah. That's
I
funny.
wish I could sleep.
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
so
Well,
have
good luck
fun with
there,
that. So that means tomorrow you.
No,
we're
he
doing
misses
this show.
tomorrow. He misses tomorrow. He's in the air tomorrow.
So I
That's what
leave
I'm saying, we
tomorrow.
you won't even be
I land
home.
Thursday.
Yeah, you miss a whole day. You get
That's
2 days
so
to go there.
trippy.
It is trippy. When I went to go visit them, it was the second time. It was the July 4th holiday week. And my mom and I just went for like 6 days. That's before I had my work brain was so strong that I was like, I can only take 1 week off. Like, how stupid is that? I should have at least had 10 days or 12. My work brain was like, it's just 4th of July week. That's all I have, please. So we go for 6 days. And I remember the captain saying on the speaker, George, well, for all the Americans on the flight, happy Independence Day. We just flew through July 4th.
Yeah,
That's
it.
crazy.
Because we left on the 3rd, we landed on the 5th. And we flew through the 4th. It was so weird.
And your hubby's only going for like, what,
5
days or something?
He's going for F1.
The first.
How many days is Toss?
Yeah, he's there for
days?
5 days. So we got the Formula One in Melbourne Grand Prix.
man.
Wow.
Is he nervous at all? I'd be like trying to think.
think
Not
he's thought
nervous,
about
but
it.
like
No,
trying
I
to.
think he's okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's thought about it. He doesn't sleep
I
on
guess you're
planes
excited
either.
the first when you get there. And
Right.
Then
And then coming
F1
back.
Coming back has to
Because
suck.
how bad is the jet lag from something like that?
Flying to the US into Orlando was okay
Really?
because I didn't sleep for 30 hours. So when I arrived there at 6 p.m. at night,
So then you went straight to bed, then you
I
had
went
to go
straight
to
to
work.
bed, then got up the next morning and it was in US time, Orlando
And-
time.
and
But
it was
going
work.
back, are you going to get
It's-
hit with it?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
that's what tends to happen. Yeah.
Because George's kids, 6 o'clockers,
Wow.
George's kids were here in September. Y'all may have remembered Mia and James. Those are George's kids.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So when Mia and James got back, how bad was their jet lag, or was their jet lag for them?
Well, Mia went to work the next day.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, she's young.
Whereas James, he had the jet lag. He was sleeping
For
in.
like 2 weeks.
My wife got it when we went to the time we took a red eye from Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
We're partying and we're like, you know what? Let's just instead of getting up tomorrow and go, let's just get on the midnight flight.
Right.
So we landed right when
The show was starting.
yeah, the show started. I remember hearing Kevin on the radio. I'm like, oh, damn, we just landed. And for her, it just ruined her for like 2 days.
Well, because she didn't go straight to sleep. She did her mom like regular
Yeah.
schedule.
'Cause
Took
we
the
got
kids
home
to
and the kids,
school.
we took the kids to school.
When I got home, I was like, no, I'm passing out. Took a shower, went to sleep.
Damn,
Well,
dude.
here we go. It's another day. It's the second Monday of the week. It's Tuesday, February 24th. Thanks for joining us. If you're just waking up and rubbing the crud out of your eyes, here we go. We have lots to do today. We got Rania Mancarius from Crime Stoppers coming in this morning
Yep, we
around
haven't had-
7:20.
She hasn't been in a while, so we want to see what's going on with her and with the schools, what's happening right now.
They launched this really amazing thing. I hope that I was there and at Cy. God, my God, there's so many Cy schools. Not Cy Creek, Cy Woods, Cypress Woods. We launched this huge effort for kids. It's going to be really fun. We'll talk about that.
Cool.
Of course, we've got the secret sound. I'll give you the update on how much money you can win. My God, somebody please win this money, please. We've got the Harry Styles flyaway. We've got accidentally Ella tickets for you to win a flyaway to see Ella
Ella Langley.
Langley, my God, I must have Langston.
Wait, what?
I've got too much going on here. But we'll give you rodeo tickets in exchange for that. But how are you going to dress today? Do you want to know how cold or hot it's going to be? Well, just layer up again because it's one of these crazy days where it's like 40 degrees now, but it'll be like 73 later.
Yep.
The high is 73. So
Layers.
not 80, but still. We'll be right back with Scoop on The Rula Show with Eric and KRBE.
Celebrity Scoop on the Rula Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taquerias Arandas, and that was Ella Langley. She was in Texas, and we have a trip for you to win to go see her live in Charleston, South Carolina. But what's going to get you there? Rodeo Houston tickets. So only during our show between 6 and 10. Excuse me, twice. Sorry, my voice is struggling.
Yeah,
I acknowledge.
So basically, you got a 1 in 10 shot of getting that trip.
Yeah, because we're doing it 2 times a
pretty
show,
good. Those are
Monday
good
through
odds.
Friday this week. So when you hear this sounder that we created where it's Sam saying, oops, oopsie, what do you say? You say oopsie,
Oops,
right?
did I do that?
Yeah, and she's playing Ella Langley. You need to be caller 104, and our number to call when you hear that oopsie is 833-390-KRBE. Because yesterday when we played it, we was scrambling, what do I do now?
We're like, you call.
So you'll score Rodeo Houston tickets because that's kicking off. This is cook-off weekend. And then let's see on Friday who's going to win the grand prize to see Ella Langley in Charleston, South Carolina. The secret sound is up to $1,352. Nobody has guessed this.
All I know is, people, you're going to kick yourself when you find out.
Oh, my God. I just can't. I thought it was one of the easier ones. Play the sound real quick so people can get familiarized because it's not time yet.
Yeah.
We don't do it until after 7 o'clock. I can't believe it, Kevin. I know.
still
I
this
know.
one.
Kev's like, for real?
But then again, we know.
It's because people are listening to the ambient sound.
Yep.
Mhm.
If all I got to say is
Tricky.
one word, it's going to give it away, but I'm not allowed to. But I really can't help it. I mean, come on, y'all. It's
got
right
this.
there.
It's got to
Anyway,
be today.
7 to 7. You got 5 chances. Text the word secret to 37530. We'll send you all 5. I will send you the heads up 10 minutes before we play. Go to krbe.com. You'll see all 5 times that we're going to play there. Harry Styles, every hour we give you a keyword. Harry Styles is going to be hosting and singing March 14th on Saturday Night Live.
Double duty.
Yeah, he's the host and musical guest March 14th.
That's smart. I forgot he wanted to be an actor.
Yeah, and I
In
can
a
see him
few
doing
movies.
that.
Yeah,
He'll
in
do
a few
that.
movies.
You know, a lot of times when you kind of go to like comfort stuff you want to watch on TV, you're like, well, what am I going to watch? Like yesterday, like Bridgerton has broken up their newest season into 4 episodes and 4 episodes,
My wife
just
is-
like season 3.
My wife said that it comes out in a few days, right?
Yes. So
I'm like, oh, good for you.
you're like,
I
"Not
know. I
watching
keep
it."
wanting to watch it with my mom, and as soon as we finally put the kids down, it's too late because they're
Yeah.
long episodes.
Have you watched any of it before?
Yeah, we're
All
all
of it.
caught up.
Okay,
I
yeah.
just have not watched this season.
This
I feel like
season.
it's not been all over my Instagram either.
yeah, you're right.
because this character is Benedict's season. What do you think, Kev? Have you seen it?
It's,
Have you
it's
tried
the
watching
same.
it?
It's the same thing with different people.
Why
But
not?
it's,
Like,
it's,
they-
it's the
fun.
Bridgerton books about George, cousin George. Have you seen Bridgerton on Netflix?
No.
Have y'all them in
doesn't
your
seem
house
like-
watching
Huge,
it?
though.
Your
Huge in
wife or your
Australia.
daughter, anybody? But everybody in Australia.
Oh, yeah, no.
He does like that. He did Rivalry.
Oh my God.
Don't put that on him. No, he is
Not
not.
if he doesn't know it. So it's just based about these books. The Bridgerton family has
Right.
8 children, right? It's 8 kids, 4 boys, 4 girls.
I think so.
And every book is about one of the kids. This is Benedict's turn. So I didn't think it was going to hit with me either. It didn't have hype. And just when I think it's not going to hit, then I get invested.
Yeah.
So, it's good for a
I'll try
rewatch
it.
before the next 4 come out if you haven't seen it yet. But there's an article about TV shows that are worth a rewatch. But these are old TV shows. It's classic sitcoms. I don't even know where you would find some of this stuff.
What?
Like they have
what
I
you're
Love
talking
Lucy on here. Where are you going to...
Oh, that's out there.
about? Is that Me TV or
I think so.
My TV or something like that? Or?
It's on
My
one of those
20?
HD channels
Yeah.
that are hidden behind the other.
Or could you find it like on Netflix or Hulu? Can I put in I Love Lucy? Do you
Great
think-
question.
do we
Tubi or
think-
something? Or
Do we think that
Roku?
this generation doesn't know the iconic scenes that we came to know, even though we weren't alive when that was first airing? Like the chocolate factory scene, George, the chocolate factory
Yes.
scene? It's iconic, right?
Absolutely.
With Lucy and Ethel on the conveyor belt trying to get the chocolate in
It's
time.
going to be hard to get kids in
black and white television.
black and white to watch
Yeah,
black and
I'm
white.
not even watching that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyone.
If they've watched Pretty
Yeah.
Woman, this is so awkward, but in Pretty Woman, when Richard Gere picks up Julia Roberts as the prostitute,
Yes.
he takes her to the hotel and he orders like champagne and strawberries and all this food.
Right.
She's eating all this little snack bar snack. And she's watching an episode of I Love Lucy where Lucy is smushing the grapes in the big thing with the Italian lady.
And she's like laughing.
Then when she goes, oh.
That's a different video of
That's
the
a
snack.
Somebody should mesh it together.
That is not the right one. It looks like you can watch I Love Lucy on Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime, Apple TV,
Okay.
YouTube.
Lots of places.
Well, Golden Girls, I see that's on the list too. Golden Girls, I feel like
Where
I've
is
seen
this
that
at?
in the middle of the day sometimes.
I'm
on
telling you, man, Blanche.
regular-
I was on again my Instagram yesterday where they showed what she'd look like today if she had long hair. She looked hot.
Blanche
Because she had that
Devereaux.
awful hairdo,
Yeah.
and she's kind of a little sluttish.
Well, she was actually only,
She was
52
fun, like-
years old when she got
like-
cast as Blanche Devereaux. They were the Golden Girls at 51, 52, 55.
But when you
and
see the
60.
hairstyles of today on their
oh,
face, you're
absolutely. Yeah, the hairstyle.
like, wow, she was pretty good
The
looking.
Golden Girls. Another classic sitcom that's worth the rewatch, if you can find it, they say is Bewitched. And we just talked about this last week off the air.
I hated
One
that
of our
show.
first debates on
Yeah,
this
I didn't like
show
that.
was, does Samantha wiggle her nose or is she wiggling her smile? I thought she would wiggle her smile. I didn't realize that's how she wiggled her nose
Yeah, her nose.
to make the magic happen.
Because these are like not cartoons, but they were on like during the day when I was a kid.
Yes, and it would
reruns on
always
some-
trick me, Eric, because
I'm
it
like, what is
starts
this?
as a cartoon. Bewitched had a
Yeah.
cartoon opening, so I thought it was a cartoon. I got suckered into this dumb witch show.
I'm like, yeah.
But it actually was clever, I guess. So those are some classic sitcoms. Maybe you can find them.
Hell
Growing
no.
Pains, I don't think we're going to find that anywhere.
With his
The Seaver family?
Yeah, the Seaver. I used to love that one.
I loved that one on Tuesday nights.
Boner Stabone, his best friend.
Isn't that crazy? That was his name.
I know. There's no way you have that now. Hey, I'm going to hang
No.
out with Boner.
So we had the Cosby Show,
Okay.
where Theo's best friend was Cockroach, and then we had Growing Pains, where Mike Seaver's best friend was Boners to Bone. So weird, the 80s. All right, coming up next, we're kind of going to turn into a news story into one of our own personal stories, because as you know, Mexico under siege, Puerto Vallarta under siege because of the cartel death, the head of the cartel's death, then set off the cartel to burn
And they
down.
just got the second in command as well.
Yeah, there's a lot
Killed
going on in
them
Mexico.
yesterday.
So as I said yesterday, a lot of Houstonians who might be vacationing there or planning their weddings, or some couple from Chicago, they had to go on Instagram yesterday and say, we're supposed to be getting married in Guadalajara in 4 days. We're not going, so we're going to get married here on our actual wedding day. We need to scramble and find a wedding venue and all these
Guadalajara,
things.
the restaurant here, should fly them in and get good
That's
press.
a great idea, Eric.
Think about that. Even if it cost them like $50,000.
Uh-huh. They
Everyone would
press.
talk about it. Fly them into
Press.
Houston. It's,
Yeah.
Well, this weekend's cold, but
No, that's good.
it's still
No,
It's
It's not
gonna be
cold for them.
it's gonna be
it's really
fine.
nice, right? It's
Yeah,
60s,
yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
In
so,
Chicago, it's 20, so to them it's warm.
So yesterday
Right.
I'd mentioned one of our colleagues here was in Puerto Vallarta, and I was worried about him, so I texted him, and he was trying to get to the airport, and then the Mexican Marine stopped him. And so I said to him yesterday, like, what's your status? And so he's home safe, thank goodness. We're going to talk to him next and talk about what he had to go through
Yeah,
to get
what did he really
home
see?
to
'Cause
Houston.
I don't believe when I read things on social media, you hear the worst. I want to know the truth. What
Right.
really is going
So we'll
on.
talk to him next on The Rula Show with Eric and KRBE.
It's KRBE. Let's go. The Rula Show with Eric.
Oh, I gotta get to the phones. Why are my phones so busy right now at 6:40 in the morning? Well, Misty's gonna tell us. Hi, Misty. Good morning.
Good morning.
Misty, happy Tuesday. You're caller 104.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. So, and for those of you who are not in the know, because if you know, you know, the sounder hit for the Ella Langley trip to Charleston, South Carolina, which means Misty, you have now scored Rodeo Houston tickets. Are you ready? You know what show you're scoring? It's Lizzo on Friday, March 6th, baby. We're sending you to Lizzo.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yay!
You've got 2 tickets to Lizzo for Friday, March 6th, and now you're a finalist, one of 10, for the chance to win this trip to Charleston, South Carolina. You'll see Ella Langley. It includes 2-night hotel stay, the round-trip airfare, and tickets to see her live. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
What is your plan today? You're so awake and happy. Where are you going? Do we catch you at work already, or you're just waking up so chipper?
Oh, so I'm a teacher, and I'm actually getting a little later start than normal because I have jury duty today in Galveston.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a little extra awake today.
Okay, that's good. Look at you. It paid off for you, honey. Thank you so much for listening to our show. I hope it goes well for you with jury duty, whether you want to get picked or not. And thanks for doing your civil duty. Have a great day. Hang on the line. We'll get your info off the air, Misty. Congratulations. Hold on. There we go. That's how that works.
So exciting.
It just randomly gets thrown in there. If you know, you know. Be caller 104 when you hear the Ella Langley sounder. And that's how we're going to score, get you rodeo tickets and make you a finalist. Only 10 people are going to become finalists for this. All right, the news is brought to you by Easy Fiber. And we're going to make this our news story. Because if you followed the news the last couple of days, you know that many Americans have been on alert about what's going on in Mexico. And Puerto Vallarta and many other areas are huge, huge tourist destinations.
Spring break's coming up in a few weeks.
Oh,
so
yeah. Well, how about that?
And everyone's worried about that. And so you've got...
It always happens right before spring break.
I know. Why can't it be like... You're right. It's always like in February or something.
Well, I mentioned yesterday one of our colleagues was in Puerto Vallarta, and I was worried about him because I heard he was there. It was not Special K because Kevin wasn't here yesterday.
But
they blew me up.
Everybody
they blew me
was
up on
so
Instagram.
worried,
Like, I'm
Kev.
thinking about you and Booster. Well, thank you. We are in the Heights.
We're watching a dog right now.
But our colleague Robert, who's worked with us for years, Robert and I feel like we grew up together at KRBE because back in the day when I used to answer the phones, Robert was in promotions, which means we would have to go to like malls and places like Astro World and like do things together. And Robert's always been my guy.
And he's got a full-time job other places.
Outside of KRBE.
He just likes to do this for fun to come join us.
So Robert was the one that was in Mexico. And we were worried about him, and he's on the phone. Hi, Robert.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Good morning.
We were worried about you.
So you're home now, safe.
I'm back. I made it in last night, so it was awesome. I didn't know if I was going to come back this week or next week or when it was going to be. So I made it back.
Take us through it, Robert. Like what? So you were tell us what happened on the day you were supposed to leave. This happened, the siege of the cartel, or tell us your whole story of trying to get out and when you were supposed to get out.
So I was on Sunday morning. I was supposed to be on the 11:55 flight to Houston, direct from Puerto Vallarta, and I held a Uber, and I was like, okay, well, it's going to be 5 minutes. I thought, okay, fine. And then 10 minutes later, no Uber. So I figured, okay, I'm going to go outside and walk and find a cab. I go out, no cabs are around. And one of the locals said, well, just keep walking towards the airport. There's the cartel has started some fires, but it's only in this area. And so once you get closer to the airport, you shouldn't have any problems getting.
And they're saying it's like normal?
What? Yeah. That sounds about right.
It wasn't
no. Everyone's fine. They're just starting fires.
So not panicked. Not panicked. The guy is just telling you. Yeah, cartel's just starting fires.
What?
That's crazy. So you didn't think much of it.
Yeah. Right. So I thought, okay, well, as soon as I go over the bridge or get to the boardwalk, I'll be A-okay. I'm going to find a cab. So I keep walking and no cabs. But there's still people walking. It's not like I'm the only person out there. And so people are walking to work or, looking out and, there's smoke everywhere, but it's in the distance. So, but then as I'm walking, the smoke is getting closer and closer. And so I see these cars. I'm on the main street and I see these 2 cars and they're on fire and they're blocking the area. And so then I was like, okay, well, I'll walk around it a little bit and
Oh my
try to stay
God,
away
that's
from the
crazy.
smoke.
Robert?
God.
These are
It's
these red
2 hours.
flags.
So none of this is like throwing you. You're like, I guess I'll walk around that.
He's like, it must just be a weird day.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, my thinking is, okay, the airport's probably going to shut down at some point, so I want to get on this flight because I see it's already come in. It's on its way in from Houston, so I know it's landing, and it's going to have to take off. So I'm thinking, okay, it's 2.5 hours. I've got, an hour left on the walk. I can make it there in time.
An hour left to walk to the airport.
Yeah, it's not that close.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No. And so I run into more cars on fire and more cars on fire, and there's cars all over the place.
Oh my God,
but
Robert.
by this point, I'm already over halfway there, and so close to the airport. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to do it. And finally, the Marines stopped me. They won't let me through, and I can't get to the airport. I'm maybe 20-minute walk from the airport, and it was so close. But I pulled off into a side street, and this random family that was trying to get to the airport, they didn't speak any English. My Spanish is very limited, and so I used, Translate and everything else, and they took me in, gave me water, and we wound up in some little hotel, but on the way trying to find something around that area because you couldn't go back into town because they were shutting everything down.
Yeah.
And we went to 8 different hotels. Finally, one little hotel let us in, and this family I didn't know, took me in, and then all these people that were, I guess the neighborhood people were gathering at the hotel and seeing if we needed water, food. Everybody was just
nice.
banding together, and so it was amazing. But on the way to these hotels, the cartel had blocked off all of the major intersections to the airport. So it was, trying to get around them. And apparently they were just pulling people like, video games, pulling people out of their cars, tossing gas in there, and then just lighting the cars on fire.
Gosh.
But they weren't taking anybody. They weren't taking like people.
Hostages.
Yeah.
No, they were actually doing this on motorcycles, so they had no way of taking people either. So it was just random motorcycles driving up to the cars, stopping people, probably with guns, I don't know, and just yanking them out of their cars and torching them.
That's
and it
crazy.
was all over the place. I must have seen just in the mile, not even a mile span that we drove from that family picked me up to the hotel. We saw probably 20 cars on fire.
Man.
Or
just real quick, let me
finishing
reset
off
for those just tuning in. We're talking to Robert. He's our colleague here at KRBE. He was in Puerto Vallarta trying to leave the day that cartels took the city under siege, and he was trying to get to the airport. He was 20 minutes away on his walk to the airport, seeing car after car on fire, and he finally
So that
got
was
stopped.
Sunday. So then you had to spend the night, and then you flew back yesterday. You were able to.
I
get to the-
did.
Yeah, how did you
Yeah.
get out? Did they tell you? I mean, was it one of those things, Robert? We're like, we don't know when you're going to get out, or did United send
We
you
don't
an
know where
alert?
you're going.
Or did
Get
United
on the
say,
plane.
time to check in for your flight?
Like, I'm going anywhere. Just get me on a plane.
Yeah, so I had a ticket for Sunday afternoon, and the flight was canceled. And so I had somebody back in the States keep trying, and finally I was booked on a flight from Puerto Vallarta to LAX to Houston. But beyond that, it didn't look like any flights were coming out until Thursday. Everything had filled up. So it was just a random, somebody, I guess, canceled their flight. I don't know why you would.
Wow.
Right.
And you got on.
I want to see what's next.
Because when you got to that hotel, Robert, where they sheltered you, were you there you had to sleep there? They had a room for you, or was it full and you were like in the lobby hanging out with your luggage?
No, we had a room. That was the only way they were going to let us stay there. So I had a room. The other family had a room. And but I mean, it was a no frills hotel. I mean, we're talking 20 by 20 with a bed, a little TV, and thankfully an air conditioner in the bathroom. So
yeah. I'm so glad you got home safely last night. How crazy! What was the vibe on that plane coming back? Did you end up getting straight here? You had to go through LA.
You went to LAX, so it's different people.
Yeah, I went to LAX, and everybody was just happy to be leaving. It was one of those disaster, everybody come together kind of vibes. And, everybody at the airport, they were the nicest I've ever seen anybody at an airport because we were all going through the same trauma and the same, trying to get out. And it was an experience, not something I really want to relive. But, and people say, oh, that's only going to happen in Mexico. But, I always think back, it's no different than the riots at, in the Rodney King or January 6th or, anything else. When things happen, they're going to happen all over the world. And unfortunately, I happened to be right there when it was happening in Mexico.
I'm glad you're okay.
I mean, yeah, me too. And those people in Mexico, they all pulled together and they were all so nice. I mean, just because there were people there trying to terrorize everybody. didn't stop the rest of them from being
They are so hospitable in Puerto Vallarta and all of Mexico. And, thank you for saying that. And I love to hear how all the neighborhood came together to help these folks who are just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And, Americans have been going to this place since Elizabeth Taylor in the 60s. And so there's a first time for everything. It might not be a last time for everything. But
I don't want to be like Acapulco, because that used to be the place to be, and then now no one goes there.
Acapulco?
Yes.
Because it's too dangerous. And I
Really?
just don't, Puerto Vallarta was beautiful. I just
Wow.
don't want anything to happen.
Aw, yeah.
Well, Robert, we're glad you're home safe. Big hug from
It's
us
great.
to you.
Yeah.
Great to be home, and thank you for the support. You guys are awesome.
Love you, Robert. Hope to see you soon.
All right, love y'all too.
All right.
Take care. Be
All right,
safe.
honey. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Man, my cousin George is here listening to this. American news. He's leaving for Australia.
Yeah, what do you think of
today.
that?
You got sieges and stuff in parts of Australia when somebody has some uproar.
Not like that.
Not like that.
Definitely not.
I don't know. We don't hear much of that about the Australian.
the awful
culture.
thing that happened during
On the beach.
in Bondi Beach.
Well, that's true. That happened. How long ago was that? The
6
shooting
weeks
on
ago,
Bondi
was
Beach.
it? Was it?
Was
it Christmas time?
November?
Or
Christmas
it
time,
was
I think.
It was
pre-Christmas.
Christmas time.
Just
Yeah.
before
Was it
Christmas.
pre-Christmas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't hear much like that happening in Australia news. But man, like Robert said, it's happening all over the world at some point, and you just don't want to be stuck right in the middle of it. It's just so odd. They're like, well, the cartel's setting some cars on fire. So
And he
just
keeps
walk around
walking
those.
with his bag.
I mean, that's a funny.
Bother.
That's a funny
Go
angle.
around.
Yeah.
Once you get to like 14 cars on fire, and he's going to 20, I'd be like,
Well,
I
he
would
was,
have been terrified.
I got to think of plan B here, guys.
but I feel bad for him because he was 20 minutes after that hour and something walk
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
airport. You were almost to the Emerald City, and the Mexican range like, nope,
Yeah, it's
you're
better
going over
though.
here.
You got stopped if you would
Yeah.
have been stuck at the airport for 26
Yeah,
Yeah,
hours.
I'd rather
Yeah,
be at a
definitely.
hotel than
Yeah.
an
That's
airport
true.
stuck.
Because that's the worst. Everyone's seen somebody sleeping on the floor of an airport, and you hope it's not you.
Yep.
All right, coming up next, we're going to do revenge. That's when somebody has been wronged and they made it right on their own. And also, we have another Harry Styles keyword coming up for the flyaway to Manchester. Stay tuned for that on The Rula Show with Eric and KRBE.